Are you always busy but never really getting anything done? Do the hours go by quickly while your list of things to do keeps getting longer? You're not the only one going through this. There is a better way. Imagine getting more done right now with less stress, less work, and more focus. Miyamoto Musashi, a famous fighter, learned how to be efficient hundreds of years ago, and his lessons can change your life today. This video will teach you tried and true ways to get your time and attention back. Step 1. Start with the hardest task. It was Miyamoto Musashi who said, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." This way of thinking fits nicely with how we do our work. We often avoid the hardest task, the one that scares us, makes us work hard, or makes us feel bad. But that job is usually the most important one. Going at the day's tasks head-on in the morning gives us energy, confidence, and focus. This is an idea in efficiency called eating the frog, which means to do the hardest thing first. The frog is the job you're most likely to put off, but it also has the most important results. Making time for it in the morning clears your mind and sets the tone for the day. Musashi set goals for his life and stuck to them. On the battlefield, waiting too long could cost you your life. We get stuck and stressed out when we avoid the hard things in life. You train your mind to be brave and sure of itself by doing the hardest thing first. You show yourself that you can do it and are dedicated. What does this mean for you? Every day, start by figuring out what your most important and difficult job is, and then give it your all. Stop what's bothering you. Focus on it for 60 to 90 minutes after setting the timer. Don't try to talk yourself down. Do it now, not when you feel like it. To master something, you need discipline, not drive. There will be more light in your day after that. You'll feel good about what you've done, which will make you more productive for the rest of the day. Don't forget that it's not enough to just do things. You need to do the right things first. Do nothing that is useless, as Musashi said. Start with what's important. Deal with what's tough. It's amazing how much more you can do in less time. Step 2. Use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule says that if a job takes less than 2 minutes, you should do it right away. It's one of the easiest and most effective ways to get things done. This keeps little things from adding up and using up mental energy. Even though it sounds easy, it has a huge effect. Musashi stressed how important it was to move quickly and decisively. He thought that people should be like water and be able to quickly adapt to how things were going. This way of thinking is shown by the 2-minute rule. It keeps us from overthinking and putting things off by pushing us to act right away. Why does this matter? Because small jobs like answering an email, cleaning your desk, and making sure you don't forget an appointment can make your to-do list and mind feel cluttered. If you don't do them, they become thought noise. But when they are done quickly, they make room for more focused work. You shouldn't have a favorite weapon, Musashi wrote. It is just as bad to know too much about a tool as it is to not know it well enough. That is, don't make your tools or process too hard to use. Speed and ease of use can be your best tools sometimes. The 2-minute rule does both. Start keeping track of your daily tasks to put it into action. As soon as something comes up that you think will only take a minute or two, do it. Do not plan it, think about it, or wait for the perfect time. Do something now. Over time, this turns into a habit that gives you speed and mental agility. You stop being someone who hesitates and start acting. Again, it's not just about getting things done. It's also about being disciplined and in charge of yourself. This method also helps you keep your list of tasks short and focused. You don't write down 20 small things and then feel overwhelmed by them. Instead, you do them as they come up and save your to-do list for bigger, more important jobs. In the style of Musashi, this means always being ready and able to act. Things happen quickly in life. People who can think and act quickly will always be ahead. So don't forget how powerful small acts that are done quickly can be. Learn to follow the 2-minute rule like a warrior. Step 3. Limit meetings. In his famous book, The Book of 5 Rings, Musashi stressed the value of being clear, having a purpose, and getting rid of things that aren't needed. These days, talks can hurt productivity because they take time, make it hard to concentrate, and don't always get anything done. Cut down on the number of meetings you go to and make the ones you do go to more productive. Before each meeting, ask yourself if it's really important and if there are any clear goals for the event. If a meeting doesn't have a clear plan, you should either say no or suggest something else. Musashi's teachings stress how important it is to train in your skill instead of just talking about it. Use 15 to 30-minute blocks to keep talks short and focused when you need to. Don't leave things open-ended or give too much information. Also, tell people to come prepared and follow the plan. Cutting down on the number of people in talks can also help get things done faster and more clearly. As a boss, you should set a good example by canceling meetings that aren't necessary and encouraging people to work alone and deeply instead of constantly working together. You can get more done with less effort if you cut down on meetings. You can reclaim hours each week for focused, meaningful work, protect your energy, and honor your goals. Step 4. Say no more often. Musashi's philosophy stresses how important it is to make decisions without letting your feelings cloud your judgment. This can also be used to boost productivity. It's easy to get more done in less time if you say no more often. It saves your time, energy, and purpose. Real fighters follow a code that makes them very clear about what's most important. It's not selfish to say no. It's about protecting your time, energy, and purpose. Musashi lived his life with a clear goal in mind, which made him strong. Ask if someone wants your time and politely say no if it doesn't fit with your present goals as a way to practice this. Your schedule will eventually match your real values, giving you more time to make art, rest, and move forward with purpose. It will feel less like rejection and more like safety when you say no. Musashi thought that you should get rid of things that aren't necessary, train and fight by yourself, and think deeply. He didn't change his mind about his path because of pressure or fame. Musashi taught us to say no to things that take our attention away and yes only to things that make us smarter. Remember that time is your sword, so keep it sharp and safe. Step 5. Optimize your energy. Miyamoto Musashi, a renowned Japanese philosopher, believed that the way you spend your time and energy is more important than the amount of time you have. He believed that focusing on your strengths and weaknesses can lead to better results in tasks. To achieve this, it is essential to control your energy, schedule your hardest tasks for the time when you are most focused, creative, and strong. Musashi was in touch with time, rhythm, and his own life's flow, working out first thing in the morning and moving carefully. To achieve long-term success, start by tracking your energy levels throughout the day, remembering your wake and sleep times, and recording your feelings. Plan your day around your feelings, focusing on important work when you're busy and taking small breaks to refocus. Musashi's approach to fighting against distractions, putting things off, and tiredness requires the same level of awareness. By making the most of your energy, you can stop fighting yourself and get more done in less time. Mastering your inner world first is more than just a method. Mastering your inner world will lead to success in the outside world. Step 6. Use templates and shortcuts. Musashi was a Japanese martial artist who thought that work should be refined and precise. He thought that techniques should be stripped down to their most basic form because making things too complicated makes a fighter weaker. This idea also works at work, where templates and tools can cut down on repetition and speed up tasks. Musashi taught that techniques should be boiled down to their most basic form. This theory can be used in the workplace. Modern forms that can be used over and over again are called templates. Shortcuts are smart because they save time and help you focus on what's important. You can save hours of work every week with keyboard shortcuts, automation tools, canned replies, and task templates. To get the most out of your time, you might want to make templates for apps that help you with business, scheduling, and making content. These tools can help you get more done without putting in more work. Musashi's style stresses accuracy and not wasting time or motion. Being efficient is an art that changes over time. Start by making a shortcut or template in one part of your life or job. Do it right now and then move on to the next one. With each change, you'll get more time back, feel less tired, and be able to concentrate better. Cut down on unnecessary steps, move with clarity, and only hit where it matters. This is how good warriors do it. Step 7. Review and adjust daily. Musashi didn't become a master quickly. It came from always getting better, making it a habit to think deeply about oneself and never giving up on improving oneself. If you want to get more done in less time, The daily review is the best way to get feedback. You can stop making the same mistakes and start working smarter instead of harder. To keep your sword sharp, think of your daily check. No matter how good a fighter is, a dull blade will never win a battle. Similarly, a mind that jumps from one day to the next without stopping to think gets slow, disorganized, and less effective. But if you think about things for just 10 minutes, you can become more aware, clear your mind of distractions, and focus on what's important. After each fight, Musashi would often think about everything that happened and how it happened. Not only did he win fights, he also learned about them. The same thing needs to be done with your day. Sit still at night. Go over what went well again. Where did you do your best work? When were you most alert and alive? Then you need to deal with what went wrong. Where did you waste time? What got your attention? Did you work on what was most important or just what needed to be done right away? Not this kind of review of yourself. It's called self-mastery. Your day goes from being something you got through to something you learned from. You build a more meaningful life with each small change, like getting up 30 minutes earlier, giving low-value jobs to someone else, or turning off notifications. Do it every day. Write in a small notebook. Make a list of 3 things you did well, 3 things that could be better, and 1 thing you can do better tomorrow. If you keep this habit, you'll be in the top 1% of busy people. Musashi had a strict, deliberate, and harsh way of doing things. It has to be that way for you too. Do not drift. Don't give up. Review, change, and get higher every day. That's how the hero can't be stopped.